Are you planning to ring in the new year with a new luxury vehicle? And if you're not sure which one to include, why not add them to your all post-lottery win fantasy shopping list, right? Luxury is, by its very nature, unnecessary, but that doesn't mean we can't enjoy a little of it from time to time. The greatest luxury automobiles feature more power, equipment, and comfort than less recognized models, and their higher prices reflect that added quality. There is no better way to travel if you can afford it, but few purchasers can. Thus, the number of luxury automobiles sold is tiny, and they stay exclusive. However, these vehicles play an important part in the automotive sector, as halo models, demonstrations for innovation, technology, and design. Premium automobiles signpost to the future path car makers may assist in bringing attention to models further down a manufacturer's line. Here are the top 10 luxury cars of 2022 you must buy. Number 10. Mercedes GLS SUV. The GLS, the company's newest 7-seat SUV, is the company's flagship. It provides an exceptionally soft and luxury limo-like ride, with a huge third row of seats due to its massive size. The GLS employs cameras to recognize road irregularities so it can modify the suspension accordingly to minimize passenger impact with the optional e-active body control air suspension. For an SUV that weighs over 2 tons, this technique also increases cornering abilities. The GLS is dubbed the S-Class of SUVs. It's available in a 6 or 7 passenger vehicle, with back entertainment screens and massage seats adding to the already sumptuous interior. A 3-liter V6 diesel engine with 326 horsepower, 4-wheel drive, and a slick 9-speed automated transmission power the GLS 400D. Despite its size, the GLS accelerates from 0 to 60 in 6.3 seconds while maintaining a relaxing and pleasant driving experience. Number 9. Audi A8 Saloon. Apart from its sheer size, the Audi A8 takes understatement to a new level, hardly distinguishing itself from other Audi saloons. Even the less costly vehicles are permitted to resemble the A8, and indeed share its amazing quality, which is a sign of Audi's identity's success. Audi has pushed out all the stops for its flagship vehicle, with a relaxing, wonderfully made, double-glazed cabin with temperature-controlled seats and the Audi Drive Select system. When the whim strikes, you may choose between sport handling and featherbed smoothness. Consider the high-performance S8 Saloon, which is quicker than any car of this size has a right to be, albeit it costs $25,000 more than the ordinary car, if you're intending on driving the A8 yourself. In the premium automobile market, the Audi A8 has always had a modest profile, but those who choose it seldom regret it. Number 8. Rolls Royce Cullinan SUV. An SUV from Rolls Royce would have been impossible a few years ago, but the British brand has suddenly been forced to adapt to the changing circumstances. With classic Rolls Royce elegance and not insignificant off-road prowess, the end product is pretty outstanding. It has a 6.75-liter twin-turbocharged V12 engine. Yes, you heard that right. Yet, comfort takes precedence above speed. The Cullinan's adaptable interior and boot make it also practical, making it appealing to more adventurous owners. Number 7. BMW X7 SUV. The BMW X7 is one of the poshest big SUVs you can buy if you look beyond the enormous kidney grills and contentious appearance. It has a roomy cabin with 7 seats due to its boxy design. Everything from the foldable seats to the split tailgate is handled electronically on the inside, which is delightful. In addition to making a loading simpler, air suspension allows you to lower the ride height by 40 millimeters, or 4 inches, or about 1.5 inches for those Americans listening. The X7 is available for roughly £70,000 and comes with a slew of standard goodies, including 2 12.3-inch instrument and infotainment screens. The range-topping 395 horsepower X7 M50D takes only 5.4 seconds to go from 0 to 60, with 2 diesel engines and 1 petrol engine available. Thanks to its air suspension arrangement, the X7 feels calm and smooth on the road, with optional rear-wheel steering providing it outstanding cornering performance despite its weight at over 2.5 tons. Number 6. Mercedes S-Class. The Mercedes S-Class is the embodiment of flagship, often mimicked but never fully duplicated. It's been the premium vehicle to beat for decades, with the BMW 7 Series, Audi A8, and a slew of others vying for the throne. The S-Class has pioneered a lengthy list of technologies that we now take for granted, like the first production car to include anti-lock brakes and an airbag. The S-Class of today is a high-tech marvel that could even optimize ride quality by scanning the road surface. There are silent running petrol or economical diesel and hybrid engines, as well as a long wheelbase variant for increased room and a plug-in hybrid with a large 62-mile electric range. A pure electric vehicle is coming soon to the market, and buyers won't have long to wait for the new Mercedes EQS. The Mercedes-Benz S-Class cutting-edge interior equals a private aircraft in terms of design and grandeur, putting it at the top of the luxury car table, where it's been for a long time. If the S-Class isn't lavish enough, there's also a Mercedes Maybach version that's even more extravagant and costs roughly £100,000. Number 5. Genesis G80. Seeing a Hyundai-related car so high up on our top 10 list may surprise you, but the Genesis G80 provides Mercedes S-Class levels of luxury for a little more than twice as much. The 2.5-liter turbocharged petrol engine produces a solid 300 horsepower, and the G80 has a smooth and stable ride. The inside has a first-class flight cabin feel to it, similar to the aforementioned S-Class. The sumptuous look is backed up with amenities like heated and ventilated seats, soft closed doors, and even curtains to provide seclusion to the rear passengers if you pick the $4,800 luxury pack. The GV80 is an unconventional yet savvy alternative to more established German rivals, with rumors of an eventual electric version. Number 4. BMW 7 Series. The BMW 7 Series aims to show that driving a large luxury automobile can be just as pleasurable as sitting in one. It's always had a talent for shrinking around the driver while yet feeling as quick and agile as a much smaller car, despite its large size. Although the enjoyment it gives behind the wheel isn't without cost, it does not sacrifice comfort. The current 7 Series features an exceptionally pliant ride and a superbly polished tactile interior brimming with technology, plainly aiming to oust the Mercedes S-Class from its luxury car throne. It's also quite cost-effective, with the 730D achieving up to 45 miles per gallon. The 745 LE is also available as a plug-in hybrid, with roughly 30 miles of pure electric drive. Whichever model you select, the 7 Series is pretty intimidating to look at, defined more correctly as a distinctive rather than beautiful. Nonetheless, it is likely to amaze passers-by than those who are traveling within. Number 4. The Genesis GV80 SUV. 2 Genesis models in this list? Yeah, you heard that right. The GV80, which is the Genesis range flagship model, is a fantastic effort at a luxury SUV, which may come as a surprise. The GV80 might virtually be regarded as a cheap Bentley Bentayga, devoid of any attempts at sportiness and concentrating only on luxury. Because it's a huge automobile, there's plenty of room inside, and there's the option of 5 or 7 seats. With all of the seats folded down, the boot space is also ample, with a maximum capacity of 2,152 liters, allowing you to use your luxury SUV as a leather-upholstered load lugger. The inside of the GV80 is a combination of sweeping lines, soft materials, and enough of standard gear to keep your passengers pampered and happy, much like its smaller saloon brother. Number 3. Lamborghini Urus. The 2022 Urus, perhaps the most outrageous and athletic SUV on the market, combines extreme performance with oil-chic comfort. It has Lamborghini's unique design flair, with strong, aggressive lines and off-world angles that make it one of the greatest head turners you can purchase, much like its supercar brothers. The front bumper of the 2022 Lambo looks to have taken a few design influences from the Aston Martin DBX, yet it remains readily recognized as a Lambo. With a 0 to 60 time of 3.2 seconds and a peak speed of 190 miles per hour, one needs to remind oneself that this is actually an SUV. Number 2. Range Rover SUV. Wealthy owners have long driven Range Rovers, including members of the British royal family, but the current generation has also been a favorite with chauffeurs hauling VIPs in the rear seats, according to the company. The launch of a long wheelbase variant with 186mm more back legroom and a far greater focus on luxury has boosted its appeal significantly. The basic rear bench is replaced with 2 individual reclining seats with a massage function and calf supports when you choose the executive seat option. Rear displays and a fridge between the rear seats are 2 options for keeping passengers happy. The air suspension of the Range Rover is excellent at filtering out bumps and road noise for a nice, quiet ride. The extended Range Rover, with its rough image and true off-road competence, may appeal to dignitaries who may need to avoid a little trouble. Number 1. Porsche Panamera Hatchback. To put it lightly, the previous Porsche Panamera was a good and speedy automobile, but it had difficult aesthetics. But this new version is even more attractive and elegant, as well as being even more enjoyable to drive than the previous model, with greater performance and greater fuel efficiency. With steering accuracy, power, and a tenacious grip that the Porsche 911 lovers will praise, it's exceedingly difficult to beat among the luxury car rivals as a driving machine. Passengers don't get a bad deal either. If you choose the 4-zone temperature control, the back seats are on either side of a nice colored touchscreen. A hatchback box and an independently folding rear seat means the Panamera is almost as functional as it's elegant, and those who can afford one may have another car to take to the landfill. If you want to move quicker than 99% of the other vehicles on the road, go for the 4E Hybrid for low operating costs and London congestion charge exemption, or the Panamera Turbo. When it comes to cars, there's a Panamera for everyone. Well, everyone with more than 70,000 pounds in their budget. We also propose the Porsche Taycan Electric, which begins at the same price. Now that's a wrap. Which of these cars would you love to own or even just try? Let us know in the comment section down below. We hope you guys loved this video. Stay tuned for more. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next video.